Hey TikTok universe, those of you that watch me know that I teach human physiology as well as anatomy. And the lead instructor does not have me teach one chapter in the physiology textbook, which I think is of extreme importance. So I teach it, I have to squeeze it in a little bit. And it's basically on biochemistry and cellular mechanisms of metabolism. And when those are damaged or troubled, you get the diseases for which Americans are taking billions and billions of dollars of medicine and pharmaceutical meds to mask symptoms for without any treatment of the underlying cause. So I teach my students about chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, cellular wall membrane dysfunction, mitochondrial dysfunction. There's about 150 types of mitochondrial dysfunction. And of course, the ever-present insulin resistance, which can lead to a myriad of symptoms like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, polycystic ovary syndrome, fatty liver disease, heart disease, and strokes. Well, guess what? There's no medication that will fix cellular challenges and cellular dysfunctions. What will fix those is what you eat. So Hippocrates famously is quoted as saying, "Let medicine be thy food, and let food be thy medicine." So there is a registered nurse on TikTok who talks about foods that will help with cellular repair, and he does a pretty good job. So I'll put his handle in the comments. He's at Whole Health Market. His family has run a health food store in Louisiana for about 20 years, but he is a registered nurse, and he explains things that are fairly difficult in real simple terms, like why you shouldn't eat vegetable oils, why you shouldn't eat processed flour, and certainly why you shouldn't be eating sugar. And from conversations with a biochemistry friend of his and a physician, he's come up with 4 things that you can do to help repair your cells on their level. And interestingly, I do 3 of them on a daily basis, so I'll show you. The first one is I cook or drizzle extra virgin olive oil. I get mine from Morocco, lots of polyphenols, probably the healthiest oil you can use. And then I take black cumin seed oil. This is a life extension one. The oil is probably better, but it tastes gross and I can't do it. He tells you to mix it with honey, raw honey. And what I do with honey, this is from Jaeger Farms here in central Missouri. Okay, so I put a teaspoon of honey in coffee every morning. So that gets me my raw honey. The other thing he talks about is barley leaf juice supplement powder. And I looked on my Fullscript dispensary and all of the barley supplements are discontinued. So I couldn't figure that out. So I'm going to show you his website and what he recommends for barley, and I'll show you the same thing on Amazon. So hold on a sec. So here's his website. You can pause that and go to his website. Honey. The other thing he talks about is barley leaf juice supplement powder. And I looked on my Fullscript dispensary and all of the barley supplements are discontinued. So I couldn't figure that out. So I'm going to show you his website and what he recommends for barley, and I'll show you the same thing on Amazon. So hold on a sec. So here's his website. You can pause that and go to his website. If you're in Louisiana, he's got a shop. Most of this is not available online, which is why I'm going to show you where you can get this supplement on Amazon. So here are all the barleys available on Amazon, a whole bunch of them. So the price point depends on what you want to spend. But that is 4 simple little things that you can do to help your cells repair themselves and avoid those symptoms of chronic disease for which you're taking pharmaceutical medications, like lots of them. So he quotes $245 billion a year spent on medications for symptoms that really can't be cured. And I knew an internal medicine doctor that was very frustrated, and this is 20 years ago, that he was just writing prescriptions for things that weren't being cured. Well, that's because they're symptoms of the problem on a cellular level, and there is no medication that will fix your cells. There are supplements, there's foods, etc., but there's not a patented medication that will fix mitochondrial dysfunction that I know of, or cell membrane dysfunction, or autophagy, all the things that lead to type 2 diabetes and hypertension and heart disease and strokes and dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So do those 4 things. Wouldn't cost you much. He recommends doing it for a month and just see how you feel. That's a reasonable approach, right? That's n equals 1 in a study, and it's important if you're the n that equals 1. So have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.